The first thing we're going to be covering today is traveling to the US. Are you planning to travel to the US? Because if you are, I would definitely watch this video before going. It has become very difficult to travel to the United States, even if you're a Canadian citizen, if you're a British citizen, if you're a Norwegian. There have been some horror stories that have been coming out, and I thought that I'd just show you some of the outcomes and some of the stories that have been, happening in the States. Honestly, in my opinion, if you are planning to go on vacation, keep it local, stay within Canada, invest in Canada, help us grow our economy. It is definitely not worth going to the United States of America. Personally, as a Canadian, I am very, very upset and irate at Donald Trump. His behavior, his petulance, he behaves like a toddler. He has to have his way, and the fact that he constantly talks about annexing Canada really does irritate me. After all, we are a sovereign nation, we are an independent nation, and we're one heck of a country. And I'm sure most Canadians will agree with me. So having said that, let's get on to the content. The first story that I'm going to share with you today is of this Norwegian young fella that traveled to the United States and was actually denied entry because he had a meme of JD Vance. So let's cover this story very quickly. It's from June the 25th. Norwegian tourist claims U.S. denied him entry over a JD Vance meme. Authorities said it was his drug use. Now, initially, there was no mention of drug use at all. He entered the country. They asked him for his password to his social media. In fact, if you look on X and if you fact check it, you will see that you are now required to provide your social media password, and it must be set on public because they do want to see what you've got going on. It becomes difficult. And really, whatever happened to freedom of speech, right? So what if you have a meme, showing that you dislike Donald Trump? Like, what's a big deal? I'm sure a lot of Americans have memes that show, that they don't like Carney. Are we supposed to stop them from entering Canada? No, it's ludicrous. But anyways, let's quickly look at the article. I'm not going to read you the whole thing because there's a few stories that I do want to show you. Let's take a look at this one here. 2 pictures spoiled Mads' dream vacation. Read a headline from Norwegian newspapers Nordlys on Monday, which was amplified by British tabloid The Daily Mail on Tuesday. Mads Mikkelsen, not the Danish actor, but a 21-year-old tourist from Norway, told his hometown outlet that he was denied entry to the U.S. at Newark Liberty International Airport on June 11th after handing over his phone to immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, officials who came across a meme of U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. And I will show you what that meme looks like. You can have a good laugh. Mikkelsen claimed the officials threatened him with a $5,000 fine or 5 years in prison if he refused to give the password to his mobile device and that. And after he relented and he was scrutinized, he was sent back to Norway. Mind you, what's not noted in here was he was kept, in custody for 5 years before 5 hours before he was let go.